welcome to our homeless vlog. I'm with Sam. Well, we're not actually homeless, but we're doing our camp out for the homeless. And so far, we have stood outside of Asdam into the local train station, and actually, to my incredible surprise, shock, and genuine honour and like faith restored in humanity, we have raised £106.12 in the hour that we have been out here. And that is incredible, like seriously. A little boy chased after us just to give us money, and he was like, "Oh, are you hungry?" Which we both were actually starving, and like literally, I hadn't eaten like for ages, and he was like, "Oh, it's okay, take my food as well," and I refused to because I'm not really homeless. But the fact that a little boy, who was probably like early teens, offered to give us food, I found that so humbling. But honestly, yeah, it's going so great so far. It's not going to be a great night. It's already started raining, and it will probably be quite difficult, and I'm very cold, hence I'm shaking a lot. But this is the way that life is for people in this world, and we want to show you guys what it's like and show you guys that they need help and that sometimes you have to give it to them. Thanks, guys. I will check in with you in a bit. I really need a wee, and I'm really hungry. But this is life. And this is the sad reality that some people have to live every night. And I know that tomorrow I will have a home to go to, and I will have a loving family to care for me, and I will have somewhere. And so many people don't. And that is really sad. And this is actually, though it's physically hard, it's also very psychologically difficult to live this way and know that people have to go through this every day. We did just pay for a homeless man to sleep in a bed and breakfast for the night, because one less person that has to go through this tonight. And we're hoping that the more people that see this video, the more people will help them. So guys, a tree legit took my hat off of my head, and it was so funny. But seriously, like, it's cold, man. It's really cold.
Hey guys, here with another update in the high street. Eating these crisps. They're vegetable crisps. They're not very nice, but I'm so hungry right now. I don't think I can. Like, this is beetroot. I hate beetroot. This is hunger. I really hate it. Not nice, but genuinely, we've not even been out. It's getting dark. It's very cold. And it's genuinely just hunger. It's kind of tough. But this is life. Luckily, the rain has stopped for now. Touch wood. And fingers crossed things will be okay. Right now we're just in the high street on a bench because it was somewhere to sit. We've got our camp out signs made, and on the other side it said homeless, not hopeless, because we're showing people that they might be homeless but they're still part of our community. We've had quite a few people come up to us and say what we're doing is touching, but honestly this is sadly the life of so many people, and we need to help them. We need to pull together as people and help them. Thanks again, guys.
Hey guys, it's kind of dark. We're just about to turn the torch on so you guys can actually see us. Hey.
Softbox.
Yeah. We're on a road. We've actually walked a really long way. If you shine the torch down the road, no, the other side. The other way, so they can see, we've literally walked so far. I'm not sure if you're going to even be able to see us. We've probably walked about 3 or 4 miles to try and find somewhere safe to go for the night. It's kind of cold. Yeah, I think we've found our location. We've been singing to keep us kind of awake and... Stop turning your torch. Oh my god. Oh my god. You turned on my flash setting.
I didn't know that it did that.
It's really quite dark. Obviously, night time.
We're going to check another camp.
We're going to camp at Ruston Mates because it's great and safe for lots of things.
Oh my god, I thought we built this was going to be.
We might end up camping somewhere else because we're not sure, but we might get something. We don't know, we hope not, but we're going to try and camp here. We know that there are not many safe places for the homeless, which is kind of sad. And it's not the best of nights, it's quite cold, it's a bit rainy. We have a storm forecast, which we're hoping doesn't hurt us. If it does, that's kind of like bad. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on now. We have walked quite far, my legs are really aching now.
And be able to get back, are we? Oh my god, how many times are there at that?
Quite a lot. But yeah, we are just trying to do our best to stay safe and be safe, because family safety is not common for homeless people, and it's quite difficult.
Yeah.
But hey ho, we've got this. Catch you later, guys.
We found where we're sleeping for tonight. It's quite dark, but safe-ish. It's quite quiet here. We're just hoping that security don't move us, which they fingers crossed won't, but I've got my torch so that we kind of have a little bit of brightness. I'll probably will turn that off before we go to bed so that people can't see us. Yeah, it's not the nicest of experiences. I just went to the toilet and there were no toilets, and I literally had to go to the toilet in a bush. Uncomfortable.
New experience.
I needed to go, and when you gotta go, you gotta go. It wasn't good, I must say. And there was stinging nails, and I was so scared about stinging myself, but I didn't. So we're about to get ready for bed. We're not gonna take any clothes off or anything though. Like, we're not gonna take our coats off and get just into PJs, because mate, it's cold. So yeah, see you guys.
Bye.
Hey guys, it is ridiculously dark. Very cold. I'm actually sniffling already. And it's only 10:30. And it feels like we have been out here forever. And I genuinely feel so, like,
It's depressing.
sad. Like, it is sad to know that this is some people's lives. And that as much as right now I really miss my bed. And right now I really, really, really need to be at home, using a proper bathroom and sleeping in the warm. But so many people have to live like this. And why? Because honestly, I know that not everyone in life can take in a homeless person into their house. And I'm not asking anyone to do that, but to think about them, to give them some food, a blanket. Honestly, right now, if I did not have my blanket, I'd probably freeze like to death, because it's so bitterly cold, and it's like just starting to pick up wind wise, and it's only 10:30, and the dropping point of the night is 2 in the morning is when it will really, really be cold. I feel like this is going to be a sleepless night. It's also so boring. Like, there's nothing to do. And if I was completely alone, I don't even know what I would be doing right now, because honestly, being completely alone in this situation, you'd have no one to talk to, nothing to do, except from sit and overthink. And I start to wonder, like, it's no wonder that these people turn to alcohol or drink or drugs or anything, because this is a tough situation to be in, ridiculously so. And it's tough for me for one night. Like, isn't it, Sam? Isn't it tough for us just for one night? You won't be able to be seeing because it's so dark. Hold on. Even for just this one night, it is going to be tough on both of us. And there are people that literally have to go through this all the time. Like, this is where we're staying.
The lakes.
We're staying at the lakes, but only because we knew that it would be safe. And we knew that it was going to be slightly lighter, because we are just away from the lake, and the lake is just across there. And we have got torches, but we knew that it was going to be quiet here, so we came here. And literally, it's heartbreaking, like genuinely heartbreaking. because people should never have to go through this. They really shouldn't. But they do. Anyway,
It's
update soon,
literally
guys.
that dark. You can't see Sam.
I'm here.
He is there. It's been 8 minutes. Feels like so much longer. Like, genuinely, it does feel like forever. I can't even begin to explain to you how difficult this is. Like, I don't think even if I could explain it to you, you could ever comprehend it. This is tough. Very, very tough. And to all the homeless people, I can't even begin to explain, like, how much admiration I have for you. Like, to even be okay, like, to be around and to be alive, because seriously, I don't think I could cope with this every night. I really don't. It's been, one night, and it's literally so tough. And to do it tomorrow night, I couldn't. To do it the night after that, couldn't. To ever want to be in this situation again, well, not want, to ever have to be in this situation again, that's something I'd hope to never have to think about. But so many people do. And it's cold, and it's wet, and we haven't got a shelter, we haven't got a roof over our heads right now. Literally, we are stargazing. And as much as I love to stargaze, knowing that I'm going to be out here all night, very cold, and that there's no, there's not really food, and there's not a place to go to the toilet, and there's not a home to run to, and there's not a warm cuddle from my mum. I love my mum. Like, it's tough. And honestly, as much as I don't agree with the fact that homeless people turn to drink and drugs, I can understand and see why.
Sort of a comfort, isn't it?
Because honestly, if you were in this situation every night and somebody comes up to you and says, why don't you try this? I think by that point you're willing to
It's
try
something
anything.
They can choose to do and have control over, I suppose.
And it also just makes you forget, maybe, that something's so hard. I would rather, like, I'm not one to drink. I don't do drugs. I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't do either. But right now, I think I'd rather be drunk to get myself through this.
No.
Because it's tough. And it's tough to even have to think about it, let alone do it. And so I can understand, and I actually can kind of, in some ways, empathise with them. But seriously, don't judge people, like homeless people, for what they do, because it's tough. Tough, tough, tough. Anyway, we'll check in with you when it's been longer than 8 minutes, hopefully. But it's really tough. Like, I mean it. See ya, guys. I've got my blanket and stuff. It's only just turned 11 o'clock, but we just were bored. There's quite a lot of bugs around now, and if we have our light on them, they get even more attracted over to us. We also realised we're right by a lake, which means we may be rudely awakened by swans tomorrow. It's not the nicest of places to be. There's also literally bugs. There's a bug flying right in front of me right now. Like, they're everywhere. Like, some of them are massive, like daddy long legs and stuff, literally landing on us. I can't even, like, I'm not even a girly girl. Like, I don't care about my makeup, wearing makeup and stuff, but like, I've got dirt on my face. I have no way of cleaning it, and I've got like bugs. Look at that. Look at that right there. That's a bug. There's one there too. They're everywhere. That's a mosquito. A mosquito. And I don't want to be bit by a mosquito, because I know that the ones in our country don't carry that many diseases and stuff, but yeah. He's evidently tired.
God damn it.
It's quite tiring.
And uncomfortable.
Yeah. We're literally laying on, like, the floor. But the only place we could find was wood. So, it's a wooden floor. Better than concrete, I guess, but a wooden floor. In the cold, very uncomfortable, very flat.
There's gaps in the wood as well. So
Loads of dirt on my face. Great. Yeah, and there's loads of gaps in the wood because it's like those boardwalk kind of things. it's not the nicest of places to be, but
Got to follow.
we've made a lot of money for the homeless, so it's worth it. And hopefully that means we can help them a little bit in their situation, because they have even less than we did tonight. Honestly, I don't know who's the one. I also have no idea what that noise is.
Sounds like someone flushing a toilet.
I'm scared. It's actually really scary. It sounds like someone walking in the river. Sam, go look. Sam, I'm really scared. This is not fun. Hello?
Probably just a swan. Maybe a bigger swan.
That was a bang. Sam, I'm scared. This is not a nice place to be. It's not nice at all. Anyway, we'll see you guys soon.
Is she still awake? Guess you can't sleep.
Yes.
Guess you's not happy with this at all.
Oh.
I'm still scared by the noises and the sounds and the darkness and everything here. The cold. Just hoping it doesn't rain, because it rained a little bit earlier and that was bad enough. It's not fun. It's really not. And I genuinely feel for homeless people. Like, I really do. And from the bottom of my heart, I mean it when I say, like, anyone could probably turn to drink and drugs in a situation like this. And I know that people say that homeless people put themselves in that situation. If they came off of drink and drugs and stuff, they would be better. And I know that they shouldn't be on drink and drugs because they can't afford it. But I still think that we should realise that these people go through a lot. And we've been here for not even that long, like one night. And it's cold and kind of wet and not nice, and these people have to deal with this on a daily basis. Anyone could turn to that life, and I mean that. And so maybe don't like be so quick to judge homeless people. Actually give them food, maybe a blanket, because it gets cold and you get hungry. Thanks guys. Speak to you soon.
Still very dark. I'm doing this by torchlight again. My stomach is rumbling ridiculous amounts. Like, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but it is legit like yelling at me. A fly flew into my eyeball and it didn't get out for ages. It's on Sam's live video because we caught it on live, but it wasn't very pleasant. There are loads of bugs now. The bug count has gone up because we are now the only light in the entire place over here. And so the bugs are coming into our light source. It's literally just a torch though, like a bright torch. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on at the minute, guys. I thought I would give you a little bit of an update purely on the basis of the fact that a fly flew into my eye and I'm really hungry. And I kind of need to go to the toilet again, but I'm not going to because I think once was enough for me on that one. But honestly, not nice. Really not nice. Season. I've genuinely never in my life been more uncomfortable than this. This is not a decent setup. I'm sleeping with my bag as a pillow. I've got a blanket. It's really cold.
That's the guy feel.
Yeah, he hasn't got any blankets at all because he's an idiot. Yeah, it's not very nice, but we're gonna try and sleep now. We know that we're gonna wake up in pain tomorrow morning because right now we're sleeping on bare, like, floor wood. And it's flat and hard and there's holes in it. It's bumpy. It's not nice. But people have to do this every day sometimes, so we can make it one night. See you guys. It's unrealistically cold out here. Yeah, it's not very nice. Sam's cold too. This is not a good experience, I must say, but those people have to go through this every day. We can't really moan about one night of really coldness. So we chose right now for it, don't we? Fingers crossed it stays dry till the morning, but we're gonna try and sleep Even though I did say that in the last instalment, we're gonna actually manage to sleep very badly though.